Hello everyone. Today we will study about the chapter Reproduction in Animals. In this chapter we will study about reproduction, types of reproduction, fertilization, reproductive organs of male and female, and we will study about the population growth. Topic: Reproduction in animals. What is reproduction? The production of new organism from the existing organism of the same species is known as reproduction. Reproduction is essential for the survival of a species on this earth. Reproduction by human beings ensures that the human species will continue to exist on this earth for all the time to come. Reproduction gives rise to more organisms with the same basic characteristic as their parents. The newborn animal or newly hatched animals is called young ones. Methods of reproduction. There are two types of reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, the production of new organism from a single parents without the involvement of sex cell or gametes, is called sexual reproduction. For example, binary fission in amoeba. Sexual reproduction, the production of a new organism from two parents by making use of their sex cell or gametes, is called sexual reproduction. For example, human, fish, frog, etc. What are male and female? An animal having male sex cell called sperms in its body is called male. An animal having female sex cell called eggs or ova in its body is called female gametes. The cell involved in sexual reproduction is called gametes. The male gamete in animals is called sperms. The female gamete in animals is called egg or ova. Sperms. The sperm is the male gametes. It is a single cell with the usual cell component like nucleus, cell membrane, is called sperm. Egg or ova. The egg is a female gamete. It is a single cell. The human egg is round in shape and about 0.15 mm in diameter. Zygote. The new cell which is formed by the fusion of a male gamete and a female gamete is called zygote. Zygote is a single cell. What is fertilization? The fusion of a male gamete with a female gamete to form a zygote during sexual reproduction is called fertilization. Zygote is actually a fertilized egg. It is of two types. These are as follows: internal fertilization and external fertilization. Types of fertilization: internal and external. Internal, sperm deposit near female reproductive tract. Fertilization occur within the tract. Few zygotes, fertilized eggs, are produced. More protection for developing embryo is there in internal fertilization. In external fertilization, female releases eggs into the environment. Male fertilizes them externally. Many zygotes produced. Less protection for developing embryo. More likely that damage will happen to them, so the more you have, the more offspring will actually survive. Now, sexual reproduction in animals. The whole process of sexual reproduction in animals involves the formation of sperms and eggs, joining together of sperms and egg to form a fertilized egg, that is zygote, and growth and development of to form a baby animal. It is the process of sexual reproduction in animal. The male parents produces male gametes called sperms. The female parents produce female gamete called ova. The sperms enter into the egg. The nucleus of sperms fuse with the nucleus of the egg cell to form the new cell called zygote. The zygote divides repeatedly to form a hollow ball of hundreds of cells, which is called embryo. Embryo grows and becomes a fetus. Fetus grows and develops a new baby animal. This is the diagram of male reproductive system. The male reproductive organ consists of the following organs: testis, scrotal sacs, epididymis, sperm duct, seminal vesicles, penis. Testes are the real reproductive organ in male. Testis make male gametes called sperms. Testis passes the sperms from the male body to the female body, that causes fusion. This is the female reproductive organ. The female reproductive system consists of the following parts: ovaries, oviducts, uterus and vagina. Ovaries are the real reproductive organs in the female. Ovaries make the female gamete called egg or ova. In human beings, mature eggs are released into the oviducts every month by one of the ovaries. The fertilization of egg by a sperm takes place in the oviduct. So this is male and female sex organs, the enlarged view. Now what is fertilization? The first step in the process of reproduction is the fusion of sperm and an ovum. When sperms come in contact with an egg, one of the sperm may fuse with the egg. Such fusion of the egg and the sperm is called fertilization. During fertilization, the nuclei of the sperm and the egg fuse to form a single nucleus. This results in the formation of a fertilized egg or zygote. The process of fertilization is the meeting of an egg cell from the mother and the sperm cell from the father. So the new individual inherits some characteristics from the mother and some from the father. Fertilization which takes place inside the female body is called internal fertilization. Internal fertilization occurs in many animals including humans, cows, dogs and hens. In many animals, fertilization takes place outside the body of the female. In these animals, fertilization takes place in water. During spring or rainy season, frogs and toads move to ponds and slow-flowing streams. When the male and female come together in water, the female lays hundreds of eggs. Unlike hen's egg, frog's egg is not covered by a shell, and it is comparatively very delicate. A layer of jelly holds the eggs together and provides protection to the eggs. As the eggs are laid, the male deposits sperms over them. Each sperm swims randomly in water with the help of its long tail. The sperms come in contact with the eggs. This results in fertilization. This type of fertilization, in which the fusion of a male and a female gamete takes place outside the body of the female, is called external fertilization. It is very common in aquatic animals such as fish, starfish, etc. This is the process of fertilization in which the sperm enter inside the egg or ova. Now, development of embryo. Fertilization results in the formation of zygote, which begins to develop into an embryo. The zygote divides rapidly to give rise to the ball of cells. The cells then begin to form groups that develop into different tissues and organs of the body. This developing structure is termed an embryo. The embryo gets embedded in the wall of the uterus for further development. The embryo continues to develop in the uterus. It gradually develops the body parts such as hands, legs, head, eyes, ears, etc. The stage of the embryo in which all the body parts can be identified is called as fetus. When the development of the fetus is complete, the mother gives birth to the baby. In animals which undergoes external fertilization, development of the embryo takes place outside the female body. The embryos continue to grow within their egg coverings. After the embryos develop, the eggs hatch. So you can see the fetal growth and development during pregnancy. Now what are viviparous and oviparous animals? Some animals give birth to young ones, while some animals lay eggs, which later develop into young ones. The animals which give birth to young ones are called viviparous animals. Those animals which lay eggs are called oviparous animals. You can see the diagrams. In oviparous, they lay the eggs and they hatch. For example, you can see hen, duck-billed platypus. In viviparous, you can see the mammals like elephant, human beings, raccoon. So, viviparous animals give birth to their young ones or live animals. Now, what is metamorphosis? It is a biological process by which an animal physically develops after birth or hatching, involving a conspicuous and relatively abrupt change in the animal's body structure through cell growth and differentiation. Now, what is asexual reproduction? This type of reproduction in which only a single parent is involved is called asexual reproduction. In each hydra, there may be one or more bulges. These bulges are the developing new individuals and they are called buds. In hydra 2, the new individuals develop as outgrowths from a single parent. Since new individuals develop from the buds in hydra, this type of asexual reproduction is called budding. Another method of asexual reproduction is observed in the microscopic organism amoeba. Amoeba is a single-celled organism. It begins the process of reproduction by the division of its nucleus into two nuclei. This is followed by division of its body into two, each part receiving a nucleus. Finally, two amoeba are produced from one parent amoeba. This type of asexual reproduction in which an animal reproduces by dividing into two individuals is called binary fission. So you can see how the amoeba, the hydra and the yeast cell, they are reproducing from their mature cells. Now what is a test tube baby? Answer to this question is oviducts of some women are blocked due to which these women are not being able to bear the babies. In these type of cases, IVF or in vitro fertilization is done, in which freshly released egg and sperm are kept them together for a few hours. Zygote is allowed to develop for about a week and then it is placed in the mother's uterus and the baby is born. And this technique is called as test tube babies. What is implantation? The close attachment of the embryo with the wall of the uterus is called implantation. Thank you.